Namaskar. Good evening once again. It's last few overs, the final push for the Indian batters. Couple of catches dropped recently. Ranavira, the pick of the bowler for Sri Lanka, having taken four big wickets for 38 in her eighth over. Deepti Sharma on strike, batting on 38. This one on leg stump has been flicked towards fine leg. Fielder comes in, a single to beat the 213 for 6. India, 41st over. Mind you, this is a curtailed innings of 47 overs now. Couple of interruptions, rain interruptions, and this partnership for India will be extremely vital and crucial. They need to stay there till the end. This one, flighted. Amanjot makes it a full toss and drives it towards long on. One more run to her. She moves on to 52. And the current run rate is 5.24. 214 for 6. 41st over. Ranavira bowling her eighth over, and she has been by far the most successful Sri Lankan bowler. She has actually ripped apart Indian batting lineup, and it's Amanjot and Deepti who have been making strides to rebuild this innings. Last ball of the innings plays onto the onside. Deepti takes a single. India 215 for 6 after 41 overs. So this is great partnership blossoming between Amanjot and Deepti Sharma. India needs them to stay till the end. That's the only way India can score maybe a score of about 260, 265, and that will ensure that Indian bowlers have some runs to bowl at, and Sri Lankan batters will also feel the pinch because any score over 260, 265 is not easy to chase, especially when the opponents have good bowling lineup. So it's Sri Lanka versus India, the first match of the ICC Women's Cricket Cup 2025 being played at Guwahati. Assam Cricket Association is hosting this. Good crowd, keeping in view that this is the first game of the tournament. Now it's Dasanayaka, left arm over the wicket. This has been played elegantly towards the onside by Deepti Sharma. One more run to her. She moves on to 41 in her 40s now. Experienced cricketer for Indian team. She bowls, she bats, and she has been a global ornament, if I may say so, because she has been requested and required by franchise all over the world to play for them. Amanjot on strike, batting brilliantly on 52. Dasanayake, left arm over the wicket, this one on leg stump. And what is important for both these batters is they have applied themselves thoroughly. They have not gone out and played some rash strokes. Of course, there were times when they took their own calculated risks. Fortune favors the brave. Couple of catches were dropped, and again I can see rain droplets on my screen. Not a good sign because this disturbs the batters and their concentration. This one, short of a length on middle stump. Deepti Sharma flicks up the ball away to long on, and one more run to her. 218. That's the score for India in 42nd over. I'm repeating for the benefit of all my friends. This is a 47 over game, 47 overs stipulated. And as per the new ICC rules and regulations, meanwhile, Amanjot has lifted this ball. The fielder coming underneath, tries her level best, but misses the catch. Another life for Amanjot. She tried to lift the ball over mid wicket, couldn't time it properly, and the ball was sailing towards deep mid wicket where the fielder tried her level best but couldn't reach the ball. This was cross sim delivery on middle stump, but somehow Amanjot couldn't time it properly, and hence it turned out to be a difficult chance for the deep mid wicket fielder. Another run to Amanjot on the onside, and end of the over, one more delivery to be bowled. But this is turning out to be a match saving partnership, if not match winning as of now, because otherwise India were in dire straits. Four wickets in just about six or seven deliveries, and it was a doomsday scenario where all the vision, thinking, etc. had gone for toss. End of the over after 42. It's 221 for 6 India. 5 more overs to be bowled. Now, the best guess which I can make right now is in 5 overs, if India can score maybe about 50 runs, then India can even score 270 plus. But now it's raining heavily. I can see in the background of the floodlights, and there is a fair possibility that the umpires may call off the play because of the heavy showers right now in Guwahati. Amanjot on strike. Ranavira with a ninth over. This can be tricky. She is the pick of the bowlers for Sri Lanka. Most effective and successful bowler. 4 wickets for 41. This time she is bowling round the wicket, left arm, flighted delivery in the block hole, and Amanjot plays it comfortably towards long on. One more run to its triple two, 2-2-2 for 6. And the rain is coming thick and hard now. If you look at the overs, phase scores, first 10 overs, 43, thereafter 41, 21 to 30, India scored 60 and lost 3 more wickets. But 31 to 40, 31st over to 40th over, India have scored 66 runs at a run rate of 6.6 without losing a wicket. This time on the leg stump, a loud appeal by Ranavira. But this appeal seems to be more in excitement and less in confidence. So it's raining. As I've been saying in last 30-40 seconds, it's raining heavily. And Amanjot is batting on 56. It's Deepti Sharma on 43. Ranavira with a third delivery of ninth over. Outside the off stump, plays it intelligently towards onside where there is no fielder. And a single for Deepti. She moves on to 44. What is equally important to witness is all these Sri Lankan bowlers, spinners especially, are bowling slow, giving air, and that's making the job of the batters even more difficult because it's not easy. It's a big ground. It's raining. So a couple of complications here, but in spite of all these adverse situations and factors, India right now plowing back into the game. 223 plus one, add one more, and they want to take couple, but that's a risky proposition here. 224 for 6. Deepti Sharma will now take strike, batting on 44. We have heard of rain dance, rain performances, but here, while it's raining, it's rain cricket, and in 95 deliveries, kudos to Amanjot and Deepti Sharma for a brilliant partnership of 100 runs, and it's counting. Deepti strike पर 44 रनों पर और इसको धीरे से ऑन साइड पर खेल भर दिया कलाइयों का उपयोग करते हुए। एक और रन दीप्ति शर्मा के पास, 45 पर पहुंच गए दीप्ति। अमनजोत खेल रहे हैं 57 पर और 225 6 विकेट्स के नुकसान पर भारत का स्कोर। और आप में से जो क्रिकेट प्रेमी साथी कुछ समय पहले मैच देख रहे होंगे तो उनको लग रहा होगा कि भारतीय टीम का क्या हश्र हो गया है, क्या हाल हो गया है, कैसे इतना बेहाल हो गया, क्योंकि एक भी बल्लेबाज टिक नहीं पा रहा था। ये गेंद लेग स्टंप के ऊपर और बाहर जाती हुई वाइड बॉल का इशारा यहाँ पर अंपायर द्वारा, ऑन फील्ड अंपायर। और इस मैच में जितने भी मैच ऑफिशियल्स हैं सब विमेन क्रिकेटर्स, एक्स विमेन क्रिकेटर्स हैं, जो बहुत अच्छी बात है। ऑन फील्ड अंपायर्स, टेलीविजन अंपायर, मैच रेफरी जो कि साउथ अफ्रीका की हैं, और ऑन फील्ड अंपायर्स दोनों ऑस्ट्रेलिया के, और टेलीविजन अंपायर न्यूजीलैंड की। अमनजोत 57 पर खेल रही है, फ्लाइटेड गेंद, इसको हवा में खेलने की कोशिश, बल्ले का बाहरी किनारा यहां पर लिया, गेंद ने गई शॉर्ट थर्ड जो कि थोड़ी वाइडिश है, वहां पर कोई रनों की गुंजाइश नहीं। ओवर की समाप्ति आफ्टर 43, इट्स 226 फॉर 6 इंडिया। मैं आप सभी को वेलकम कर देता हूं, स्वागत आप सभी का। कोई मेरे ब्रॉडकास्ट के आसपास कहीं मंडरा रहा हो तो जुड़ जाइए भैया, आखिरी के कुछ ओवर्स हैं, अब होने वाली है गर्मा गर्मी, मजा आएगा, ताबड़तोड़ क्रिकेट होगा। चाहे 50 ओवर का मैच है और पहले 48 का हुआ बारिश की वजह से, अब 47 का हो गया है। 43 ओवर हो चुके हैं, 43 ओवर, 226 पर 6। बारिश तेज हो रही है और खिलाड़ियों की सोच शायद यही रहेगी कि जितने ज्यादा रन्स बन सकें, जब तक कि अंपायर वापस ना भेजें तब तक कुछ बड़े शॉट्स भी खेल लें, क्योंकि जितने रन्स होंगे उतने डकवर्थ लुईस सिस्टम के आधार पर, डीएलएस के आधार पर यहां पर टारगेट मिलेगा श्रीलंका को। दीप्ति शर्मा स्ट्राइक पर, बाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज प्रबोधनी आई हैं अपने 9वें ओवर के साथ। क्या बड़ा शॉट देखेंगे हम? जी नहीं, धीरे से इसको खेल भर दिया बॉलर के पास ही, कोई रन नहीं। 226 अभी भी स्कोर टिका हुआ भारत का। इट्स 226 फॉर 6, 44th ओवर इन प्रोग्रेस। प्रबोधनी with her ninth over. First delivery is a dot delivery. Right now, it makes a lot of sense when you bowl dot deliveries. Deepti Sharma on strike. On leg stump, this has been hiked towards square leg fielder. There is a fielder right behind the ball. And a single accrues to Deepti. She moves on to 46. Amanjot will now take strike. I definitely sense that we can see a few big hits right now because it's raining. We are just 3 or 4 overs short of the total overs to be bowled in this innings. This is 44th over, 47 overs to be bowled. So after this, only 3 overs, that is 18 legitimate deliveries to be bowled. Amanjot may consider going for some big shots. Mid off in this circle, 25-yard circle. For women's cricket, it's 25 yards. And she has hit this over mid wicket, and this surely, oh, what a catch! This has been a masterclass fielding display by Sri Lankans. This was unbelievable catch by the Sri Lankan fielder right on the mid wicket fence. Boundary rider, well judged, and Prabodhani, you are a genius. What a catch! But fantastic innings by Amanjot. 57 in 56 deliveries. What an innings! And this needs to be built again by the new batter. India needs more runs. But what a catch! Full stretch dive onto her right hand side. And this seems to be me as one of the best catches, if not the best so far in this innings. What a catch! Top class. Amanjot Kaur caught Vishmi, bowled Prabodhini, 57. Her innings included 5 fours and a six. And now it's Sneh Rana who will take the strike. So, seventh wicket for Sri Lanka. India lose their seventh. 3 overs and couple of deliveries left. So about 20 deliveries, and India must target to score at least 25 to 30 runs, if not more, in these 20 deliveries. A minimum target of 250 from here on. Short of a length on the offside. And Sneh Rana wants to take a single, but there is a fielder at point position. She restricts the batters to stay in their respective creases. No runs. India still on 227 for the loss of 7 wickets. Sneh Rana is more of a bowler but can also manage to bat for a while. This time, left arm around the wicket, and this has been played on the onside. A single to Sneh. She opens her account. 228 for 7, 44th over. A fruitful over for Sri Lanka as they got the wicket of Amanjot. And it's a brilliantly judged full stretch dive on her right hand side. And what a catch! What a brilliant catch! Sri Lankan team has definitely improved by leaps and bounds in fielding and catching. This one on the onside, flicked it away towards square leg. One more run, end of 44th over, 229 for 7. India now have 3 more overs, 18 balls. So can India look to score beyond 250? Only time will tell. But this will be a testing phase for the new batter, Sneh Rana, and Deepti Sharma, who has been there for some time, will look for some big hits in the remaining 18 deliveries. Three overs, India 227 for 7. If you look at Indian batting lineup, Pratika scored 37, Harleen Deol scored 48, Harmanpreet was looking okay before she was caught behind on 21. Jemima first ball duck. Deepti Sharma batting not out on 47. So that's the score, how it reads. 45th over by Kula Surya on the offside, and Deepti Sharma just taps it on the offside, takes a single. 230 for 7. Deepti now on 48. I'm sure she's not worried about her half century. What she must be eyeing is a score of about 250, 255 in the remaining 17 deliveries. Sneh Rana on strike. Kula Surya with a seventh over. So far, she has been wicketless and has given 23 runs. Bowling right arm over the wicket, this time short of a length. Seems Sneh Rana just missed this opportunity. It was a short pitch delivery, half tracker kind of a delivery, but Sneh was a bit cautious and couldn't capitalize on this ordinary loose delivery. The field placement for Sneh: three fielders on the onside, boundary riders, long on, deep mid wicket, and deep square leg. This time, short of a length, uses his feet, plays a cross batted shot towards deep mid wicket, gets a single, and this is a good way of rotating strike and ensuring that Deepti Sharma faces maximum deliveries. Now, after this over, 12 more deliveries, so two more overs to be bowled. So in all, 15 deliveries. Can Deepti go for a couple of big shots? Batting on 48 in 48 deliveries. This time outside the off stump, drives handsomely. Fielder in deep cover, throws towards the non-striker end. Only a single to Deepti. She moves on to 49. India 232 for 7. 45th over in progress. It's a 47 over game. It's not a 50 over game because of a couple of rain disruptions. So it's 47 overs per innings. Sneh Rana on strike. Outside the off stump, drives it powerfully towards the backward point. Fielder coming. Can she stop it? Yes, she stops it. But while she can throw back to the keeper, looks like it was a clean stop, but still possibly television umpire will like to review it. Still, Sri Lankan fielding has been brilliant, exceedingly well. They are very fast on the ground. Catching has been good, barring, of course, a few dropped catches as well. But overall, I can say Sri Lankan fielding has improved. Next delivery, this is the last delivery, and this has been played directly to the bowler. Lucky for Sneh Rana, doesn't go to the bowler. One more run, and it's 235 for 7 after 45. Last two overs to be bowled. Can India score 250 or more? It will not be a big score, but still it would be a score worth fighting for, especially after the kind of middle order collapse which we saw, where Jemima went out to bat and the first ball duck for her in the inaugural match of the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup. Smriti Mandana couldn't score more runs, was out for 8. Harmanpreet was out on 21. So big names not able to score big in this inaugural match for India. It's Prabodhini with her last and final over. Full toss, drives it firmly between long off and long on. 4 runs, much needed runs to India, much needed runs to Sneh Rana. She moves on to 9, and Indian score now cantering, galloping towards 250. It's 239 for 7. Used her feet, stepped out, converted this delivery into full toss, and hammered it between long off and long on, all along the ground. Smiles on Indian players sitting in the dugout. Sneh Rana batting on 9, facing Prabodhini. Left arm round the wicket. Ball pitches outside the leg stump. A leg by for India. Sneh Rana couldn't connect the shot where she wanted to hit the ball, possibly outside the boundary, but still they get an extra run in terms of a leg by. 240 for 7. 10 deliveries left. Deepti Sharma batting on 49. will be on strike. Field for her a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. Three fielders, three boundary riders on the onside. This one and pitched outside the off stump. While there is a loud appeal, to me it looks like pitching outside the off stump. And I'm sure the Sri Lankan players would also realize that it's not worth taking a review at this moment. But they are discussing, captain along with Prabodhini. And have they taken a review? Yes, of course they have taken a review. But let's see. To me, it seemed that the ball was pitching outside the off stump. Deepti batting on 49. Her heart must be pumping, exploding, if I may say. And she will have a very anxious look right now, looking at the big screen, because television empire will take a close look at this replay as well. Kim Cotton is the third umpire from New Zealand. First, the umpire would like to see if there is any bat involved. There seems to be a huge gap between bat and ball as of now. Oh no, there is a nick as well. The ball shaped in. So initially it looked that the ball is shaping in and will not touch the bat, but there is a big nick from Deepti Sharma's bat. So she will be safe and the on-field umpire's decision will be upheld, which is not out. Deepti Sharma survives, batting on 49, 240 for 7 India, 46th over. This is a 47 over match. And with this, she also completes her 50. Lucky, great innings by Deepti Sharma. And what a brilliant partnership she had with Amanjot. Dugout on their feet, clapping, cheering Deepti Sharma. What a player she has been for India over the years. Always available, ready to take the responsibility and own the process. It's Sneh Rana using her feet, hammers it towards long on, takes a single. Are they coming for second? The throw comes in, but the batters decide not to take the second run. So it's one more run to India, 242 for 7. 46th over. Two more deliveries to be bowled. And after this, one more over. Deepti Sharma batting on 50. Current run rate is 5.30. Sri Lanka, after having won the toss, invited India to bat first. They have done a good job so far, but this partnership, the previous one, has made things slightly difficult for them. Uses his feet, Deepti Sharma, and a missed opportunity there, cotton bowled opportunity most likely, but still Deepti takes a single, and now it's Sneh Rana. The way Sneh is batting, for me, it looks a better option that Sneh Rana takes more strike because she is using her feet, going for those big hits, and that's what is required for India. 15 odd runs, and India might think that they have made it count. This one has been lofted. Is there a fielder? No fielder can do anything. They are just bystanders watching the ball sail over their head for a mighty six. Sneh Rana, well done. You beauty, 16 of 10. And this is what was required, the need of the hour. What a brilliant shot this was. 249 for 7. Some discussion, Prabodhini, and it's a no ball as well. So 6 and a free hit for India. What a double bonanza for Indian batters. Things were not looking good some time back, but this is what happens when you take risk, when you go out, all out, and go for those big hits. Fortune favors the brave. So you get a 6, and you also have earned a no ball, so a free hit. Sneh Rana batting on 16. India with this no ball are on 250. Left arm round the wicket, full toss, hammers it powerfully. Is there a fielder? Yes, of course, there is a fielder. But one more run to Sneh. She's unhappy because she struck it well, powerfully. 17 is her score, 251 for 7. Last over to be bowled in this innings. Sneh Rana, well done. What a shot. This was the need of the hour. We always say in men's cricket, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Here it's cometh the hour, cometh the woman, and that is Sneh Rana. Well done. What a shot. We need a couple of more such hits, and India should be in a position to surpass 260. Can they pass that magical figure of 260? It's right now 251 for 7. Last over, current run rate 5.46. Sneh Rana on strike. And this one again has been lifted high in the air. Is there a fielder? Oh my God, another 6. Sneh Rana is going bang bang in the last few deliveries. Back to back sixes. Spectators on their feet, dugout on their feet. And it's high action drama here. Theatre, blockbuster, couple of overs. And Sneh Rana using her feet, making way for this ball and hammers it over mid-wicket fence for a mighty 6. India move on rapidly, galloping towards 260. Now India's score is 257. 5 more deliveries. Sneh batting on 30. Or this partnership is now worth 30 runs in 17 deliveries. Diana Edilji, India's famous cricketer, also in the box, witnessing this exciting game. 257 for 7. 5 more deliveries. Sneh on strike. Batting on 23. Over 200 strike rate. Kula Surya. First ball 6. What will happen? Again on the leg side. Ball is running away towards fine leg fence. Will this be a leg by? Diana is pumped up. She is excited. Super excited. And 4 leg buys. Sri Lankan captain Athapattu is not liking this. Her face says it all. India have crossed 261. Even my throat is suffocating. It's 261 now. 4 more deliveries. 1, 6, and a leg by. Look at Diana. She's thrilled, excited. 4 deliveries. Can now India score 270? I'm greedy, and so are you, aren't you? So it's 261 for 7. 4 more deliveries. Sneh on strike, batting on 23. There is some change in the field. Kula Surya asking the captain to bring in some fielders on the onside. The square leg fielder stationed at the boundary is now being brought into the 25-yard circle. And the fielder on the offside is now sent to the boundary. So offside is packed. 2 players as boundary riders, 2 on the onside managing the onside boundary. 4 deliveries. Kula Surya. It has been an expensive over so far in the first 2 deliveries. Right arm and makes way, but this has been bowled outside the off stump. Intelligent bowling, a wide declared there. Sneh Rana is trying her level best to score as many runs. Umpire gave a wide, and Sri Lankan captain Athapattu not very happy. Her expression says it all, because Sneh Rana did shuffle towards the offside, but the ball was bowled way outside the off stump, and that's the reason why a wide has been declared. Even Sneh had reached to the corner of the wicket. This time, full toss, drives it towards long on, I think only 1 run, and a misfield, and the ball trickles away to the fence. 4 more runs to India. India races away to 266. Kula Surya, frustrated, disappointed. First ball 6, second ball 4 leg buys, third ball wide, fourth ball boundary. So in 3 deliveries, India have scored 15 runs. Sneh Rana, she is up to the task. Again, fortune favors the break, and luck, lady luck. And here we have women's cricket, so many lady luck all around. Jemima couldn't score, was out first delivery, but she is pumped up. She is also encouraging Sneh. 3 more deliveries. 266 for 7 India. Sneh on strike. Kula Surya with her next delivery uses her feet. Sneh Rana hammers it towards long on. Wants to take a second, but that was a good thought. Deepti Sharma asked her to stay back, go back into her crease. One more run, 267. Last two deliveries of the innings. Can India score and surpass 270? Initially, I was thinking of 260, but the last over has changed all the calculations. So far, 16 runs have accrued in this over, two more deliveries to be bowled. 267 for 7. Current run rate 5.72. Deepti Sharma on strike, batting brilliantly on 51. This one, and this has been hammered. The ball has taken more height, but lucky for her, no fielders. It drops between two fielders, and they have completed 2 runs. Deepti Sharma and Sneh Rana, what running between the wickets! Brilliant. So they have completed a couple. She wanted to loft it, but it was a one-handed shot, couldn't generate that kind of power, and fell between long off and long on. So 2 runs, Deepti on 53. India 269 for 7. Last delivery of this innings. Deepti Sharma on strike. Kula Surya with the last delivery. So far, 17, 18 runs, last ball. And this has been hammered towards onside. A fielder coming underneath, and it's a catch taken on the last delivery. Deepti Sharma has to depart, but doesn't matter. India in 47 stipulated overs have scored 269. So 270 is the target for Sri Lanka. India 269 for 8 in the stipulated 47 overs. And the last over was extremely important for India. Very much so, because they scored almost 18 runs in the last over. But what a catch! And the catching has been brilliant by Sri Lankan fielders in this game. This will be a nail biting finish, the way I see it, because Indian bowlers also are in good form. They will go all out and ensure that Sri Lankan batters struggle for every run. Discipline matters, but here it's time for a break. Fortunately, it has not rained in the past 30-40 minutes. Sri Lankan team must be happy, but Indian players, especially Deepti Sharma, Amanjot, and now Sneh Rana, they have ensured that they are very much in the game, and this will be a thriller of a contest. So, friends, I'll take your leave and we'll meet sometime later in the Sri Lankan innings. Till then, stay healthy, stay fit. Bye bye, and good night.